Yep. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video where we are doing our Biker Boys build. Not only are we doing Biker Boys builds, we're doing two of them. This bike doesn't count. This one still has to get oil changed and ready to get sold, but this one don't count. However, this is what we're talking about today. Let me get this hood off. Now, it is 9:30 at night, and I am about to do at least some part of the oil relocation for this bike. If you've been with me for a while, you know that this problem comes from the headers. These headers that you see down there, that's where the problem comes from. These headers are made by Brock's. Of course, it doesn't have a dual side exhaust, it has a single side exhaust. And with that being said, the single side exhaust is the problem. Down there, all the way up by the oil filter that you can see right down there, those headers actually touch. And with this touching, this actually causes a problem where it burns a hole through the oil filter. And that has been the problem 2 times now. So here is the piece that is supposed to fix it. Here is oil, here is the bike. Now I'll be the first one to say, I don't like taking the fairings off of this bike. Why? Because it's just kind of a pain in the butt. As soon as we're finished, our bike will no longer have oil problems. That's my hope. Now if I'm being completely honest, I'm kind of tired of the oil issues. 2 oil changes, this is gonna be the 3rd. Yeah, I just don't wanna deal with this anymore. But we ain't gonna complain, we gonna knock this out. Also, do you see all of this green reflective tape? Yeah, that's gotta go because we're gonna keep these wheels black because it'll go with the smoke theme that we're going with. But these gotta go. The green is not gonna work. Now this is the point in the video where I start looking at how to remove fairing tutorials because although I have done it twice now, I do not remember, man. There are all these little intricate parts of taking off these fairings and brother, I don't remember. You know what's crazy right now? I am sitting in my garage planning 3 motorcycle builds all at the same time. Working on one now, doing an oil change for a bike I'm getting ready to get rid of, planning on when to go pick up another bike, and then already telling y'all about the bike I'm about to get at the top of the year. Crazy part is, as incredible as this feels right now, it's so easy to get lost just thinking about what's next that I almost forgot that for the better part of my life, this is what I dreamed of. Like having the bikes I always wanted to have, having my own garage, having my own place, being just able to be me, having you guys on the internet. It's just a crazy feeling. Like I used to sleep in my car. I've been times where I didn't have, and now it's like, I'm just happy. I'm happy with my life. It may seem like it's gonna take forever. It may seem like it's never even gonna happen. But one day, anything you want, everything you want, will be yours. All right, so we've reached a small dilemma. The dilemma is not bad. It's just the fact that I don't feel like taking these fairings off. If you see, I took the top part off here, but I've got the oil draining because I kind of found a little workaround. Will it make the bike a little bit dirty? Will I have to clean up extra oil? Probably, but like, who cares if you get to save a step or 2? And don't worry. I'm not gonna be lazy. I'm gonna make sure all the bolts are tightened down with the relocation kit. You don't gotta worry about that part, but I just really don't wanna take these fairings off. They're really a pain in the butt. All right, so this is the hard part. I gotta get this oil filter off while this oil is draining. Actually, I just move this over a little bit. And again, not taking off the fairings. Let's drop down low. Okay, wait a minute. I'm right on it. There we go. So it might be worthy to note that I'm glad I got another oil filter because this one literally started to do the same thing the others started to do, which is right there in that corner. You see that? That little gray mark? Yeah, that's burning through the oil filter or something. It's either rubbing or burning. And that causes the crack. So right now, this is the part we have to screw onto that part you just saw. And then we gotta put that part against the part we just screwed in. And then we put the new oil filter right there. Guys, we got a problem here. The oil filter relocator is not working. I don't know if you can see here, but all of this stuff that's right here,
there really ain't no room for this oil filter to go except for right where it has to go, which is causing the problem we are having. So the only other option is to change these headers out, I guess. And well, that I'm not looking forward to.
All right, so we have gotten quite a few problems, right? So let's just give you an update. Oil all over the ground. The oil filter relocator did not work. I've got oil in this bucket that I am saving so I can reuse. Yeah, nothing we thought was gonna work actually worked. So we're kind of screwed here. However, I feel like I have just enough clearance to get exhaust wraps to put on the exhaust to maybe cut down the heat and stop it from melting into the oil filter. It looks like it's rubbing, but like there should be enough clearance for it to not rub. It's probably just heat. And then I'll run that filter and see what happens. And then, yeah, I guess we take it from there. Cause if that doesn't work, we gotta order a whole new setup, a whole new exhaust setup. And also, just for you guys who don't know, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 2:38. 2:38 in the morning. I've been working on this since 9 o'clock. I am beyond tired, beyond frustrated. But let's see what we can find tomorrow, y'all. It is a new day. We are battered, we are bruised, but we are not broken. This is the current situation from last night. Yeah, we didn't get it fixed. That part that I just spent that money on does not work. We got oil over here. We have no oil filter. Well, we do have an oil filter on here, but what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to find something that works a little bit better since that didn't work at all. So here's the situation. I'm just gonna keep it all the way honest with you guys. I am stuck. I am trying to do everything I can to not have to replace a full exhaust system. If you know about exhaust systems with ZX14s, those things are freaking expensive, and I do not want to have to replace that. We're headed to Walmart right now because we want to see if we can find a different oil filter that's a little bit shorter, give us more clearance. Then we're going to AutoZone to see if we can get an exhaust wrap so that we can try to insulate some of that heat coming off the exhaust if that's causing the problem. But I am trying everything, and I do mean everything, to not buy a new exhaust. All right, we are at AutoZone. We did pick up the oil filter. It is smaller. I love that. And we're gonna see what we can do. Let's see if we can get some exhaust wrap though. That would be perfect. All right, so this is what we got going on. We did pick up a shorter air filter. Now I think this is shorter. I'm hoping this is shorter. I kind of eyed it and I didn't bring the other one with me, but I'm assuming it's shorter. It feels shorter. Here's the oil filter that we just picked up. And here's the K&N. And if you see, there is a bit of a difference in size, which this is actually good because maybe this gives us the clearance that we need so that we don't break any more oil filters. And I am a bit nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never used this brand oil filter before. And in case that doesn't work, we got some of this to wrap around the outside edge of the oil filter.
And in case you've never seen titanium headers, they change colors when they get really hot. I think they go from blue to purple, back to silver when they just gotten so hot. And if you can tell, you got a good little mix of blue, purple, and silver. So they've definitely been hot.
All in all, right now, I'm going to just put the new oil filter on and hope that does the job. And if it does do the job, well, then we're in business. If it doesn't do the job, then I guess our only resort left is to get a full exhaust system. So this is the concoction that we came up with. This is a new oil filter. It's got like this heat protecting on the side. I'm hoping this will work. What I gotta do is take a little bit of this oil and get it rubbed in.
It's like we almost don't have more clearance.
Now this may be a bad idea. Well, execution may be a bad idea.
But this oil just had a fresh oil change, and I'm going to reuse it. But I just want to pour it in without making a mess. Is it possible?
That works spectacularly.
I don't think we spilled a drop. We didn't.
So for right now, essentially, I guess we can assume the problem is fixed. We got a shorter air filter. We put some heat protectant on it. We've got the oil done. Everything's back in. Fuck Brox. But hey, I think we got it done, y'all. I don't know. I guess the only real way to figure out if we got it done is to put it through the test. And I actually have to heat up the pipes a lot. And then I guess do all this over again after I check the oil filter? And I hope y'all didn't forget what I told y'all last time, that every single time we leave, we gotta do our 1K intro and exit, obviously. But I always gotta remember, burn rubber, not your soul. Keep it 1K, AKA 1000. Y'all ride safe out there. Peace.